next, we have a powerhouse in mindset and performance. Robin Kiva Geiger is a high-ticket sales and mindset coach, speaker, and founder of Kiva Geiger Consulting, where he helps leaders, athletes, and high performers master the mental game that drives consistent results. He's worked with professionals across industries, from corporate sales to sports and performance coaching, teaching how to break self-sabotage, trust your preparation, and perform under pressure. A top-performing sales leader at Verizon and Amazon, Kiva walked away from corporate success to build his own brand from scratch. Now, he's helping others shift from survival to significance through his marathon mindset method and high-ticket sales mastery frameworks. He's also the author of an upcoming book on networking and influence, focused on helping people build relationships that create opportunities on and off the field. Please help me welcome to the stage, Kiva Geiger.
Thank you so much. So you're probably wondering how this handsome young man from Tacoma got to meet an astronaut. And I'll have to tell you, networking. Networking is the lifeblood of what we do. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we need to connect with not only other leaders, but other high performers to learn from them, study from them, and also take their best of what they do and incorporate it in our own way. One of the most amazing things that networking also does is it also expands the mind. We all have limitations, and sometimes networking can be a little bit uncomfortable. So my goal today is to teach you how to network and make a friend in 5 minutes with simple things that you can incorporate. So the first thing I'm going to have everyone do is close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes for this brief moment. I want you to think about your car. You're probably wondering, why is he saying this, right? Follow me. So think about your car. All right, open your eyes. So one thing that we all do when we're driving is we actually notice our own car or a similar car or an inanimate object when we drive. So think about that. Your mind has the ability of seeing something on the corner of your eye while you're multitasking and doing something else. So what does that teach us? That teaches us that we actually have the ability of changing the construct of how we think about things into what do we need in our lives. So networking. One thing that really stuck out to me a couple months ago is I went to SalesCon, a bunch of sales guys, all selling, every second, every moment, from the beginning to the end, it was all sales, and I love it. But I wanted to connect with genuine people. I wanted to connect with leaders. I wanted to connect with potential clients, and I wanted to keep it very simple. So if you're taking notes, this is going to be the first step. Set the intention. You have to be really clear. The universe and God are always on your side. So by setting the intention of clearly what you want, it's a lot easier for you to see it. Because like in your own car, you see it on the road, you see the details of it, because you know the specifics of it. You know how it looks, feels, drives. So we need to take that same level of thinking into networking. So then that we start to see and have the vision to look and see these people before we even meet them. So that first step is you set the intention. You get very clear specifically on that person you want to meet. And I'll give you an example. When I went to SalesCon, I said every day I want to meet 8 amazing people. Out of those 8 amazing people, 3 of them are going to be potential clients, and 5 are going to be people that I can either learn from, doing something more amazing that I need to be a part of, collaborate, or just find a genuine friendship or something in common. The next step. So talking to people, what I've realized, I spent a lot of time in retail, is that you can keep it very, very simple. You're probably wondering, how simple can you keep it? Well, there's 3 things that are important to people. It's either your job, your hobby, or your family. So if we can find something to connect with them and start a conversation that builds a genuine connection, it shows interest. It tells me that I'm actually interested in what it is that you do, and I can actually carry a conversation with you. So one thing that's a little bit unique about me is sometimes my friends, they'll say hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And what I do specifically is I pay attention to details. You might not have noticed it when I first met you tonight, but I look at your shoes, your pants, your shirt, the jacket, the watch that you're wearing. It's unconscious for me, but I've made it into a habit because it builds a story about how I can actually genuinely connect with you. Find a story, like that watch you're wearing. What's the story behind it?
I got it so I can track what I'm doing in the gym.
What do you like doing at the gym?
Lifting heavy weights.
You and I have something in common. I've been bodybuilding. Well, last 2 years I've been bodybuilding. Been taking a little bit of a break. But hey, what's your favorite workout?
Deadlift's my best.
What's your PR?
My max. Right now I'm right around 429. I probably have a shot at 450 later this year.
Okay, just so you guys know, he can lift 4 or 5 large adults like this. Okay, so you and I have something in common.
What's yours?
Oh, my PR?
Yeah.
Right now, since the last time I did it, I think it was 450.
Damn.
Yeah. But as you can see, the entire goal is to be genuine. I have a genuine intent because I set the intention. I observe what I'm looking at with this specific person. I find a way to actually connect, like your beautiful earrings. So there's probably a beautiful story behind it, I assume. And so then, again, keep it very simple. Be very poised. The other big thing that you have to do when you're connecting with people that I always like to keep in mind is eye contact, body language. I've done a lot of studying behind it, and it's actually helped me understand. For example, this might sound a little different, but when you are engaging with somebody to show concentration interest, it's not just eye contact, but I focus on one eye, not bouncing between the two. It's a bit erratic, right? So my concentrating on your left eye is your right eye, okay? So when I'm able to do that, it helps me stay focused. One thing that helps people not only notice that I'm paying attention by being quiet and listening is also the tilt of the neck, a slight tilt. What that does is it shows that I'm engaged. What that shows is that I'm a great listener. What that shows is that I'm actually interested in you and what it is that you do. These elements all combined together seems like a lot, but in 5 minutes, you're able to build a genuine connection, build rapport with this person, identify what's important to them, so then that you can align what it is that maybe your service, your offer, maybe a connection to an opportunity can bring them. The last thing I like to add to this is follow-up. So I would like everyone to grab your phones, and I'm going to show you something really cool again. So the person sitting next to you, I want you to take a selfie with them. All right. Yeah, just a quick selfie. All right, everybody got those selfies? Phenomenal. So the great thing is, so what did we just do? We just took a selfie with a friend. So the biggest thing that happens when we network that we always miss out on is we get a phone contact. I get your phone number, and then we get lost in the sauce, right? Months go by, weeks go by. I'm like, who is this texting me? I don't know who this is. You would like to connect? Now this is a stranger. So again, I want to play the best game by being well connected with you. So the best part is you send that photo of that selfie with you and that person to them. And then what that does is say, hey, go ahead and send me your email. Go ahead and add all my contact details and information. And the best part about that is now they are in your funnel. Now they are in your sphere. You have their email, which is great. So if you are a business owner like myself and you have a phenomenal book coming out, now I can send you some great information. So think about it. The simplest things about connecting with people and then following up. I feel like that's always the missed part, and it's the biggest thing. So the next part I'd like to talk to you guys about, specifically when it comes to networking and it comes to follow-up, is set the intention again. I don't wait a couple of days or weeks later. If I'm having a great conversation with you, I want to know, hey, probably 2-3 weeks down from today, the best thing that's going to happen is that we're going to set the intention to connect in 2 weeks. We know there's when we do these heavy networking events, we always crash a little bit, right? And so we want to be reset. So 2 weeks out from now, set that calendar invite. Hey, put your name, their name, and put it to connect. Super simple, super easy. It's intentional. You have their email, their phone number. What else do you need? But what that also does is it also shows that I actually want to connect with you. It shows my intention of being there and supporting whatever it is that you need, or I might be interested in your service. So networking is now simple. Would you agree? Yeah. Awesome. Well, again, my name is Kiva Geiger, sales coach, entrepreneur, and you are all now masters of making a friend in 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Now it's time to share some comments.
Please do.
You know what? That smooth jazz voice of yours is pretty nice, I must say.
No,
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Gorgeous, gorgeous voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
10 minutes, Rebecca.
Okay. Where's the microphone?
I have one.
There's one right here. Right here. This one here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like
taking a selfie.
You created this amazing psychological safety to where now you could just like get in his face and ask this question, and it felt very fine for you to be personal. So I loved how you demonstrated this amazing psychological safety. My recommendation would be, I felt like in the middle when you were giving the tips that sometimes you said, I do this, and sometimes you said, you need to do this. And I feel like if you would choose which perspective or which pronoun you want to come from, because it's reasonable for you to say, okay, so here's what I do. Let me model for you. Let me explain to you, here's what I do. Or, hey, here's what you can do. But I felt like flipping back and forth between here's what I do and here's what you can do made it a little confusing.
Gotcha. That's good feedback. So,
Yeah.
so then is it better since because this is my first time doing this, by the way.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like this is all,
Yeah. Amazing.
So do you think it would hit better if I say it from my perspective, or if like the other option, like you should do this, is that more persuasive, or?
I'm thinking speak to the you, because you're helping us do this.
And
learn
yet you
this.
opened it up with, how did I get to where I was speaking with an astronaut?
Yeah.
Well, there are some very specific techniques. And so you can either say, there are some very specific techniques that I've used that I'd like to share with you. Here's what I did. And then, so you could go with it that way, but you'd have to be really careful, because the I'm with you kind of sounded a little bit like it was about you.
Yeah.
But it's like famous people can do the I one, because it's like, I want to know what you did because I want to be you. So you almost set that up with the astronaut, right? And then the you kind of being careful, like here's what you need to do, like not being lectury or talking down. That's a subtlety as well. So I'd kind of play with both and see where it landed.
Yeah, you could tell that story of the I and transition to the you, how to apply it to you. And I love what you did with the watch. That was a good demonstration of your sales training, really your networking training, and how casual, with ease, with such ease that you did it. Yes, go ahead, Matthew.
Very minor thing about the eyes closed. It can be uncomfortable for people to close their eyes, and something I'm experimenting with as well is you can invite people to cast their eyes to a safe space or to close their eyes. And then we're giving them the option of saying, let me choose where I want to look, or let me close them if I feel good going internal.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's good too. Yeah.
Barbara.
I was going to say that I really liked your voice as well.
Thank you.
And it was just a tad monotone, because it was the same and the same and the same and the same and the same. And when I hear the same and the same and the same, when it's the kind of voice that you have, I'm going to go, and close my eyes and go to sleep, right?
Fall asleep to it.
Even though I love to hear it, but
More of like a higher in the.
just a little more modulation.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be my 2 cents.
Okay.
I'd just like to speak to the you part. I think that using the word should is not a good idea. You can say, you could do this, or this will work for you, But
Try this.
but don't use need and don't use should.
Yeah, try this. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
But
good.
awesome
Thank you.
presentation for your first one.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't your first one, that was
Yes,
amazing.
exactly. Sure didn't seem like your first one.
This is going to sound super nitpicky, and I don't want it to, but here's how it's going to go. I'm going to be a butt face for a minute. Then when you say butt, that's it. Anyway, the nonverbal cues that you are exuding, particularly when you are walking very carefully, and it makes it seem like you are treading lightly, if that makes sense. So you're walking slowly. You can see it on video when it's played back. You're walking slowly. Your footfall is very almost hesitant.
Oh,
Your
yeah, from the
shoulders are a
stage
little.
creaking.
Because the stage is
Yeah.
creeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get that, but if it's a stage thing, also just pay attention to what your shoulders are doing in conjunction with your feet, because it gave this kind of interesting body posture as you were going across that I don't think was intentional. But I think that with your shoulders just like upright and more, that'll look more confident, and the message will be read as more stable and exuding more confidence, which is, I think, is what you're going for.
For sure.
What specific feedback were you hoping to receive tonight? Like, was there something on the content, the flow, the your delivery? What were you hoping for?
Honestly, I've been thinking about, I didn't have anything written down. This is just like all that I've been thinking about.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's been a combination of like something I've been thinking of for a long period of time. My fear, whenever I write something out, I become too scripted.
Uh-huh.
And so I think the feedback I was looking at is like, does this look natural? Am I making great eye contact? Are there verbal cues, things like you'd mentioned before, like body language, stuff that I can look in the mirror and, like fix and if not emulate,
Yeah.
because again, it's like, I just want to be the best version of me, right?
Yes.
But I like the comment about the monotone, because that does happen, and I know that I can fluctuate.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. So I try to be less animated sometimes. Like I don't want to be too animated.
I could say a little bit of animation would do
Okay.
you good.
Okay.
Like, because you have a gorgeous smile. Look at this man's smile. Yeah. Would you just look at that? And your energy to kind of bring it up and down at certain points, like strategically, would work really well for you, because you're so engaging.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the look and the presence. Your confidence comes across, the whole bodybuilder thing. I mean, you've got, the look of professional, very professional, and the voice, of course.
Yeah.
But you've got the whole package here.
Yeah, but what do I do to get better? Yeah.
Rebecca, there's an engagement ring on the wall if you want them to borrow one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, I've been married for 34 years. I'm just saying,
Okay.
I see great potential in you, and I can see you on a very, very big stage in front of thousands of people. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I think one thing I'm definitely looking for is like not only feedback but mentorship. Just getting better at this skill set. I just I don't know. I always dream about it. I remember seeing Tony Robbins live, and I just try to flip the script in my mind. Like, what would that be like for me?
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
I'll be honest. I was like really nervous when I was sitting over there. I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I mean, is it going to come out right? And then I think that exercise that you did really like got me feeling good. So thank you.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
I was like shaking it all out, and I was like, oh, I just got to be me, and that's it.
Right.
So
Got to be me. And maybe singing through your content a little bit, that helps with vocal variety. And I will say, men actually struggle with monotone more than women. We have a wider range, and women, so the monotone thing is pretty common. But thinking about, when you're practicing, to expand your vocal range, and that will help bring it to mind when you're up here.
To wrap it up, Rebecca?
Yes. Okay, one last
Just really
comment.
quick,
Oh,
Kiva,
yeah, yes, please.
you move like a big cat, a giant cat. and go ahead and think about that and embody it. So this is the thing, though. No cat goes around like this with their hands up unless they're about to pounce. So be sure to let them all the way down. Just relax because you've got the quiet strength.
Yeah.
You've got the potential to either
Like a lion.
or just be sweet,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
But don't hold your hands too high because
Okay.
Yes.
you want your arms to match the strength of your legs, and that just
Yeah.
got it.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. No fig leaf
All right.
pattern.
Just like, okay.
Yes. Let's see you do some swagger here. Let's see your
Hallelujah.
Here in Bothell, it's thunder down under.